Hello all, Project Wargaming here with an update on the Samurai project that I've been working on sculpting and printing. So, finished. I got them all done. Happy to say that. So I have kind of, I did more than I thought I was going to do on this project. So these are Ashigaru, Samurai, Daimyo, and monks. And then these are actually some peasants that I worked on and got complete. So I'm just going to put the different lens on here and just take a little quick walkthrough on what the models look like. I just got them finished printing them today. I haven't had a chance yet to paint them or anything like that. So that's going to be something that I'll be working on. But here are the Ashigaru, and I think they're holding Nobori is what they're called. Kind of the big things. You can also see that I'm using that different mix for my resin that allows be a little bit more flexible. Here's some guys with muskets, Tempo or Tipo, I think. Some loading and firing. A little bit harder to see with everything in the background. And then I have bow here. And here is standing with Yari. And here's some with Yari, but straight out or charging. So that's the Ashigaru. Here's peasants. Peasants I worked on. I asked one of the guys that I know likes samurai stuff, kind of what models he thought would be good. He said there's really no peasants out there, so I have some peasants here. These guys are armed with bamboo spears. So happy with that. These guys are armed with just regular old farm implements. And then I actually made a couple of standard bears for them as well, shaped differently. So that's them. Then I just finished these guys up. I wanted to make some monks. So they just have the simple cowl or head, and then also they have kind of the longer robes on the outside of the armor. I made them with spears, so again, standing spears and charging the spears. And then I also made some bow. So there's some variations in the heads. There's a couple that are bareheaded with just a bandana tied around it, whatever those are called. Let's see, moving on to the actual samurai. So I have some mounted samurai with Yari here. There's different models put on each one of these. I think the hardest thing that I'm trying to figure out what to do or how to do the models better is how to really base them. So what's the easiest and best way to kind of paint them? You know, it's very common to have them based in 20 millimeter things, especially foot, but it might be easier, I think, to base them differently. But this is how these guys are based at the moment. So there's samurai with swords. The last were samurai with arch bows. Here is samurai, foot samurai with bows. And foot samurai with swords. That was kind of one of my favorite models. A little samurai standing there with the short sword and the bigger sword. And then samurai with the spears. And then finally I have a little section that I made up for the Daimyo. So this is the the tent that would go around them. I might need to go in and print this in some stiffer resin, because the flexible resin really flexed too much, especially when it dried, and these need to be a little bit straighter. So I have two scenes. I have some samurai sitting, and I gave the Daimyo that kind of really big style hat that just looked too cool not to try to model that. So he's also got a war fan in there for signaling. And then I have them sitting on horses, kind of with one's holding it up in the air like that, and one's kind of charging it forward. So yeah, that is just a kind of quick tour of all the models that I have. Here's some with some resin on it. Gives you a little bit more idea of, or not resin, but ink. Gives you a little bit more of an idea of kind of the details that are involved. But happy with how they came out. Took me a little bit longer than I really wanted to, but I wanted to kind of do the whole range all at once and get it done. So I have printed off about 3 times as many as these, so I just need to get them painted up and take some pictures of them, and I'll slowly get this onto my my webpage for guys to purchase if they want to. So yeah, but there it is. That's the tour of the new Samurai collection that I've put together, and I will be working on painting up my Samurai armies myself. So we'll talk to you later. Hope you're doing well.